Well, this just in, the Supreme Court hearing a challenge to limits on campaign contributions from individual donors to candidates and political parties. Shannon Bream is live outside the court for us now. A lot of court watchers are calling this round two in a very heated debate. Even the president weighed in on round one. Explain what's at stake here, Shannon.
You're exactly right, Don. So let's take our viewers back to the State of the Union address the president gave in 2011. He made reference to a case the Supreme Court had decided in 2010 called Citizens United, and it had to do with allowing political campaign contributions from corporations, seeing it as that the corporation would actually have First Amendment speech and rights. You may also remember Justice Alito sitting there just feet away from the president, shaking his head, saying that's not true. Well, this is sort of the sequel to that case, because what was argued today deals with individual contributions to political parties and candidates. It comes from a plaintiff in Alabama who, when he was writing out checks to various candidates across the country, found he ran up against an aggregate limit. And basically, if you max out, you could contribute to 9 candidates in an election cycle, but not 10 or more. And he said, why should my speech be limited if I want to weigh in these different races? So today we're talking about those individual limits and how they add up. And there's an aggregate limit. And today the justices had very heated questioning back and forth about how those limits are used and whether it's time to lift them, John.
So the supporters of limits, how are they pushing back here?
Well, the Solicitor General, Donald Verrilli, today made very passionate arguments saying that basically the folks who passed these laws over the years and have amended them over the years about federal campaign limits want to make sure there's no quid pro quo or something for something, that people are contributing, expecting something in return. And he said it would just unleash corruption at every level if there weren't limits on these individual contributions as they add up. So they say it's going to be very bad news for politics in the U.S. if these limits are lifted. It would require probably really overturning a major Supreme Court precedent. And so we'll have to wait now weeks, maybe months, to find out if the justices are ready to do that, at least 5 of them, John.
It is going to be a fascinating decision when it comes down. Shannon Bream at the Supreme Court, thank you.